Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here, and so much is happening right now with regard to the U.S. election. Just yesterday, President Trump's team finally got their hands on 22 Dominion voting machines. This is something we have all been waiting for, and his team had 8 hours to figure out if there is some kind of corruption in these machines or not. We're on pins and needles, and I've got information on the other side of this that I want to share with you. But not only that, I've got an interesting little thing that I want to show you that shows how George Soros' open society, well, is somehow kind of, got suspicious activity with, Smartmatic's parent company. But before I get into all of that, just a quick break. Hundreds of thousands of people in Oklahoma are now finding themselves without power due to an ice storm that ravaged the area and took out power lines and trees. The fear of going days without power is exactly why I carry a Fighter Flare flashlight at fighterflare.com. This is a professional grade tactical and, as you can see, ultra bright flashlight. And the good news about it is it doesn't need any batteries. It is completely powered by the sun. The Fighter Flare flashlight also comes with a life-saving emergency strobe setting, as you can see here. Not only that, but this thing makes an amazing self-defense tool, and it can be seen from over 500 meters away. This flashlight also comes with a compass, a fire starter, a wire cutter, as well as the ability to break glass. And right now, you can get it for 20% off using the code HAVEN20. So go to fighterflare.com today and take advantage. All right, back to the show. So let's just start with the fact that President Trump's team got their hands on these Dominion voting software, something that we've all been asking for. And finally, his team is now able to examine him. And they only had 8 hours on Sunday to do that. Take a look at this tweet by Rudy Giuliani that was tweeted out December 4th. Big win for honest elections. Antrim County judge in Michigan orders forensic examination of 22 Dominion voting machines. This is where the untrustworthy Dominion machines flipped 6,000 votes from Trump to Biden. Spiking of votes by Dominion happened all over the state, says Rudy Giuliani. But he's not the only one making that statement. Jenna Ellis also went on Fox News, and she had this to say.
Out of Antrim County, Michigan this morning, Pete, is that a judge actually granted our team access to 22 of the Dominion voting machines for us to conduct a forensic audit. So if you remember, this is the county that had this switch of 6,000 votes from President Trump to Joe Biden, and that was an unexplained and so-called glitch. And so our team is going to be able to go in this morning at about 8:30, and we'll be there for about 8 hours to conduct that forensic examination, and we'll have the results in about 48 hours.
Bottom line, President Trump's team had 8 hours with 22 Dominion voting machines in order to figure out if those machines can be trusted to run our U.S. election, or are they open to hacking and manipulation and meddling with our ballots. This is major, major stuff. And I think America needs to hear the end result of this thing. And reportedly, within 48 hours, they're going to be deliberating. That would put us at tomorrow, December 8th. What will they come up with? Will we finally figure out if they can be trusted, or will we finally figure out that they can't be trusted? Or will President Trump and his team prove once and for all that there is some kind of manipulation with these machines? Which way will it go? And will the media even report their findings if they do? I'm on pins and needles. But that's not the only thing of importance. How about this little number? This was tweeted out by Philip Klein, who is a member of President Trump's team, and he is there in Georgia, in Fulton, Georgia. Take a look at what he had to say. And I quote, Fulton County officials illegally accepted more than $6 million in private grants that imposed conditions on the conduction of elections without authority from the state legislature. In addition, state election officials entered into a settlement agreement with the Democratic Party that created rules for processing absentee ballots that directly contradicted the legislators' intent. Officials also failed to enforce state law residency requirements on voters who changed their addresses before November 3rd, 2020, leading to an estimated 20,000 unlawful ballots being improperly counted. Data experts put the total number of illegal votes counted and legal votes not counted at more than 200,000, far greater than the margin separating Biden from President Trump in the state. If that's the case, and it all pans out in a court of law, then somebody really has some explaining to do to the American people. And maybe not just a somebody, but an entire group of people. But that's not the only suspicious behavior going on, right? And I'm going to reference my notes for this one. According to Amistad Project, who filed a lawsuit in Georgia, they are basically claiming that Fulton County accepted $6.3 million grant from Zuckerberg. Yes, that's Mark Zuckerberg, who funneled it through a special interest group. Quite curious. Take a listen.
For example, here in Georgia, we've had Amistad just filed this lawsuit last Friday where Mark Zuckerberg put $6.3 million in a special interest group to allow funding at Fulton County to supply ballot boxes across the county. Now, that's a direct conflict of interest. Anything dealing with the ballots or anything dealing with our precious ballots always comes from the legislators, we the people, by the people, not these executive decisions made in these offices with special interest groups.
Those are some pretty serious allegations. If that's the case, then that is Facebook interfering in our U.S. election. Maybe this is why they claim misinformation on pretty much every fake book post talking about anything dealing with election meddling or corruption in any way. I don't know. Who am I? I'm just a person who makes YouTube videos, right? But one other little interesting tidbit that I think you all should know about is this little number here. George Soros put Mark Malik Brown as the president of Open Society Foundation. Let me show you this little tweet here. George Soros tweeted, "I applaud Park Gaspard's leadership of the Open Societies Foundation in a world beset by liberalism. Mark Malik Brown will be Open Society's new president. He is deeply familiar with its work and shares the vision of philanthropy." Why is that important? Who the heck is Mark Malik Brown? Well, since you're asking, take a look here at Breitbart.com. George Soros appoints chair of Smartmatic's parent company to lead Open Society Foundation. Wait, what? Yeah, that's right. Malik Brown, and I'm just going to repeat, is the chair of Smartmatic's parent company. Well, what does Smartmatic have to say about that? We'll take a look at their website here on smartmatic.com. And they say very clearly, George Soros does not have, nor has ever had, any ownership stake in Smartmatic. I don't believe anybody was saying that he did, but hey, we agree. But moving on, they go on to expand their point. It is no secret that our chairman, Lord Mark Malik Brown, is a member of a number of nonprofit boards addressing global issues from poverty reduction to conflict resolution, including the Global Board of the Open Society Foundation. This is stated clearly in his official biography. Lord Malik Brown is a highly respected globalist figure, I added the ist on there, whose credentials include former Deputy Secretary General of the UN and former Vice Chair of the World Economic Forum. He served in British cabinet as Minister of State in the Foreign Office. Interesting little tie. World Economic Forum, UN, Open Society, Smartmatic. Just look the other way, folks. Just look the other way. Anyhow, you want to get some real nitty-gritty information, you got to get on over to restrictedrepublic.com. It is there that we share unrestricted, uncensored content with no commercials, mind you, at restrictedrepublic.com. And right now, we've got a 14-day free trial. You don't even have to commit. You can cancel whenever you want. You can cancel before the trial is up. But it's an amazing thing that we're doing right now. On top of it all, with regard, we're doing a Christmas special of $20 off the yearly. This is one of the cheapest things we've done, but this will get you through an entire year off the first year. You get $20 off using the code 20OFF. And that's only on the yearly membership, but we also have a monthly membership available. But take advantage of that special office and get on over to Restricted Republic today and get the real nitty-gritty news, because we only have so much time and so much that we can do here on YouTube. So check it out, restrictedrepublic.com. Anyhow, thanks again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.